All right, we're all set. Let's go ahead and get started with game number 1 for realsies in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And I can verify we see all 4 games.
Yes.
But we do not see same P sets because we do not get same P sets in Silver.
Yeah, just a limited amount of cards for all that, so it is what it is.
That's perfectly fine. So it's the way we did it in the old days.
The RNG has to be egregious for it to really make a difference.
Indeed.
But,
right now, we got
Danny has a little bit of an uncomfortable stack. Some dependencies forming up here.
Throw with an interesting overhang.
That line piece is going to buy her some more time and let her start digging this down. Zero with an interesting setup here.
Finally results with a spin. Very creative.
Yeah, and didn't put the T down there. Oh, sets up a T-spin. Looks like he wants to play some modern here, but T doesn't come in time.
Board's a bit of a mess. This is allowing Game Scout to take a bit of a lead here.
Yeah, I think his future planning on that kind of wasn't all there. And now he's in a bit of a more mess. It's going to be a while before he gets out of this.
Up top, Danny in a bit of trouble. JoJo with a pretty big lead. Danny just get it open, though. Zro is just incredulous about the state of his board at the moment.
Yeah, looks like he's going to work with the center well here.
There it is. Boom, Tetris for Zro.
Yep, and he looks like he's going to stick with the center well. He seems to be one of those players that likes to, the well will take him where it wants to be.
Reminds me of another player I know. No names mentioned, Reed.
But, Zro's a young man. Someday we need to teach him about investing for his Tetris future. Sometimes, you got to put the stack to the left. He's taking all these burns, and it's letting Scout build up on this lead. With that Tetris, it's going to be about a 100,000-point lead this early on.
Danny finally gets clean and gets a Tetris to go to 59,000. JoJo at 191. On the bottom, Game Scout 239, Zro at 145, but both players low on the board.
Scary mischief for Danny. But the board is at the middle of the height, so she can definitely dig this out.
Yeah, she's been in a bad situation most of this game.
Yeah, but she's very resilient.
Yeah, staying alive, I mean...
Yeah, and this has allowed JoJo to open up, effectively 150,000-point lead, or whatever the math is on that. A lot of Tetrises.
Yeah, it's going to be 7. Oh, this is trouble for Danny, and Danny knows.
Okay, gets a line piece.
Wow, nice line.
Relief.
This might be survivable here.
Yeah, getting some amazing pieces here. Danny is a DAS player.
So far, so good. T will be perfect.
Oh, excellent.
I like
spin.
that J flat. And good burning.
And she's very ecstatic about that.
Great survival.
Oh, Zro
with a bit of
some trouble again.
Yeah.
Scout essentially doubling a score here.
Zro trying to get built up. Look at that dirty Tetris down the middle.
That's gonna stem the bleeding a little bit, but again, his Tetris or his board is not conducive to building up Tetrises. Now double line dependent.
Long bar dependencies. Could have set up for one there, but chose to put the T all the way to the right.
Probably the smarter play. Yep. At this point, you got to consider if you want to burn it down or just go all aggressive. So.
Well, now he's going for a dirty Tetris intentionally here, and let's see if he gets it.
Yeah, and this is a much more accommodating. Oh, you madman!
Right, am I watching Zro or Tetris time?
Okay.
The L doesn't get over. Opens up the well. One last gasp. There's the bar. Gets it over for the triple.
You might be able to get a square over there.
Square goes over.
Okay.
Wow, that's going to be it. And Game Scouts can take game number 1.
Scout is good. Being at the top, Danny finally in a clean stack, so she can start digging into this lead somewhat here. 149 to 414. Commanding lead from JoJo.
Tetris for Danny.
He's very comfortable on the 18 here, so doesn't really need to take his foot off the gas. Doesn't have to. Seems comfortable. Looks like we're going to get a 15 start with Zero.
All right, sounds good. We are all set, so let's get them counted down. We'll go in 3, 2, 1.
Tetris.
That is... okay, I was going to say, that looks weird for 15, but
Yeah,
it's just the capture.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. JoJo
high up, yeah.
Okay, the left side is effectively locked off. All right, that bar is coming in for some relief.
Still
Transition
has
is
to
coming.
open up that left side, but we're only 15 lines from 19. This could
Excellent
be...
T-piece. Might be able to get this down just in the nick of time. Maybe not fully clean, but definitely something that's workable.
8 lines to go.
Oh, excellent
Jay
double.
comes in to clean things up, and the right side is now open. There's
and
the bar.
a Tetris.
And level 19 at 5:01. Danny is high up on the board, about to enter 19 as well. Oh, hangs the square there. There's a double, and that will probably be it. Yep, 258 for Danny.
Are these best of 3 or best of 5?
These are all best of 5.
Okay.
So JoJo going to take a 1-game lead.
Yeah, commanding game 1 at that.
Yeah. Oh, that is a stack if I've ever seen one from Zero. Fortunately, level 15 makes it not quite as difficult. Oh, he didn't spin that.
Oh, excellent skin.
Does get the pieces in, though.
Sets up for a dirty. Let's hope it doesn't backfire.
We're all good.
The bottom, or top. In
3, 2, 1.
Tetris. Rose setting up another dirty. A little dependent. Yeah.
Oh, he's rolling, and just noticed. During qualifiers, Ro was going back and forth between rolling and DAS.
Which was like the one that gave him his best score.
Hard to tell.
Okay.
They were both about equal.
Okay.
Although DAS had more consistency, I would say. But
yeah, I think he's still relatively new, so it's probably going to be more consistent.
Yeah. But then again, I just watched him get like 16 lines on 29, so...
Oh, okay. Oh, it doesn't...
Got the center. Oh, whoa, no. Oh, no. And the bar hangs in column 2. And Scout's up 2-0. Andy Big Mac saying, "Let's go, Scout." And Scout does indeed have a lead. So the 15 backfiring for the youngster. Okay, I guess they are going. They counted themselves down. Such is the enthusiasm of youth. Oh, Game Scout looking away and misdropping that J.
Yeah, Zero has a very youthful playstyle. You can tell he's just very gung-ho about everything. Definitely throws caution to the wind sometimes, and that's what makes him successful. I think he has no fear, and that's what makes him a very good competitor.
And it makes him fun to watch, too.
Oh, yeah.
His qualifier was very fun to commentate with Bidwell. Up top, JoJo getting a large lead again, 125 to 39,000.
Oh, Danny with the left wall setup. I'm a huge left wall fan.
Where is the
Will
bar?
She get the bar? Okay, don't be a hero, take the triple.
Good triple.
And slams down the bar.
There's the Tetris. JoJo with a column 2 here. I don't think it's for a Tetris, though. So a bit of a messy board for JoJo. That spire in the middle could be dangerous.
Oh, nice long bar flat for Zero. Okay, gets a line piece. That's going to be amazing for JoJo. And the J.
And yeah, this is looking a lot better.
Oh, Scout topped out.
Oh, Scout's done.
All right, Zero on the board.
2-1.
There we go.
All right. And Game Scout documenting his early top there.
He's too content pilled.
It is. So we'll see if we go back to 15 or if we will do 18 again.
Oh, they're just kind of
1 Tetris.
They don't need us. They're trying to put us out of a job.
They're professionals, and they are starting on 15 yet again. So we'll see if See if Zro doesn't fall into the trap of not respecting 15 again.
He's like Icarus. He flies too close to the sun.
Uh-huh. That's something that experience will tell you not to do.
It's like the Tetris equivalent of like when you tell your kid like don't touch the stove and then they do it. It's like don't disrespect 15 and then you're like wait why am I this high up? But is playing really solid, very solid stacking from Zro.
Despite the early difficulties for Danny has kept pace with JoJo, still only 90,000 points behind.
Oh yeah, looks like maybe it might have been first game nerves.
Perhaps.
Some of the best I've seen her play, honestly.
Left well out of JoJo here. It's not being rewarded.
Yes, please. Where's the line, please? He's
Good
open for business. Gets the
go.
customer.
Ding
Dong.
dong.
Tetris for JoJo. We love left wells here. Oh, Danny overshoots that Z, but the line piece is gonna buy her some time to really resolve that.
She's gonna have to start figuring out a way to clear things down.
Notably, she does have Guardian Psycho, who got a max out yesterday at the DAS tournament, giving her some advice. So maybe that's helping out. I can hear him kind of giving some wisdom.
On the bottom, it's Zro with the lead, 119 to 51,000. As Game Scouts have been having a little trouble getting set up, but does clear things out for the moment.
Danny getting up high. I'm seeing some.
Oh, the bar doesn't go over.
Seeing some mischiefs.
That's gonna be it. JoJo will take a 2-0
lead.
All right. So one more win for JoJo, and she'll be on to round 2.
You know, at the bottom, Scout behind for the first time in a prolonged set. Usually, top's ready.
We'll count down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Yeah, barring that early top out, this is the first time he's been like legitimately behind in the set.
Yeah, it's a 70,000 point game, which is about 3.5 Tetrises at 15.
Yeah, normally he's been able to take advantage of Zrobot's over-aggression and having to dig, but Zro seems to be dialing it back a bit, and it's working out so much better.
Needs a long bar for that dependency in the middle, and will get it. He's just going to start burning on the right side until the next bar comes, and there it is for the Tetris. Scout, meanwhile, really high.
Scout with the...
Good clears, though.
What a clutch dig.
Not yet. That is only the second game. We got one more.
Right.
We're going to get
Where's that square go?
Like that square. It just has to throw it somewhere.
I would like to see that second square over to the right, but now we're in a bit of a dig for Scout.
But it seems to be a quick cleanup. Just needs...
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Open up and the bar right afterwards for the Tetris. 255 for Zro, 144 for Scout up top. In game 3, JoJo ahead 77,000 to 39,000 as Danny finds herself, I don't know, about a third of the way up the board.
Danny just dealing with some digs here, but very, like I said, resilient, and she kind of perseveres through it. And
that looked like a phantom burn there. But still staying alive. That L will be just what she needs.
So yeah, Zro with the 100,000 point lead now has actually extended the lead a little bit from when we last gave a score update.
And Zro is also well ahead in the line count, 96 to 82.
Oh, okay, hold on.
So level 16 coming up for Zro.
A little bit of a deceptive lead. I don't know the math on 15. I don't know if this is a true
about
lead or
100,000 for 20 lines.
Okay. Okay, so actually,
it's a true lead, but it's much smaller than it looks. And into level 16, 342. Scout still a ways to go before getting in there. Oh, and Danny's going to top out at 58,000, and JoJo will move on to round 2. So congratulations. While we'll move to our bottom match, where Scout currently up 2-1, but trailing in the game. Level 17 for Zro. Scout picking up that Aki bar there. He's going to get ready for the Tetris.
Trying to avoid those birds.
Will score the
And
Tetris,
sends
but
one more
does,
down before transition.
does make a hole. We'll have to clean that up, and we'll do so quickly.
Gonna take a couple burns. Probably just shift as well over. He's the type of player to commit to the left well.
Both stacks equally good.
And this is a nice score, 434 for
but you
throw
know,
here.
Double.
he sees the opportunity, feels comfortable. He's gonna go for that column 9 and gets it.
There it is. Tetris for Scout.
And a 1 burn transfer. That's beautiful.
464 into 19 for Zro. Ahead by about 21 lines.
Are we allowed to like get our next match going, or do they want us to start like 4 at a time, like the 2 at a time?
I don't know precisely. I just figured we'll do it 2 at a time until someone says otherwise.
Right here, unless he like stats like an absolute bad man, that might actually happen.
Both players getting ready to set up. Zro is 1 Mino short
Tempted.
and has to do some burns. Lost stats on that square. And of note, yeah, that means that Zro is back to DAS. 100,000 point game.
Bit of a jagged board from Zero. Has to put more weight on the hole in the stack, but it's very low and
Scout going in at 401 and
excellent.
not clean.
tuck setup for the square. Oh, the Scout.
Scout having to burn this down.
We gotta talk about this, buddy.
Uh-oh. Needs a bar.
He needs a bar.
And no bar.
Gets
There's
a bar.
a
Gets a
bar.
bar. Okay.
Oh, that's a good,
Oh,
that's a good square
excellent.
placement. He's going to get that open. Gets the bar. Just places it flat.
Love that.
And tries the quick tap and won't be able to get it. And Zro will
takes
bring
it
us
to a decider.
So game number 5 coming up in the rematch.
All right, looks like they're gonna do a 15 start.
All right. As soon as we have the readies, well, they'll just count themselves down. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the bracket and make sure we have the people that are playing next in the area.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, because I had to play.
What's the score of the matches on main? What's the score of the matches on main?
Oscar up 2-1. From all the way from one end to the other, depending on
Oscar's up 2-1.
Against who? Okay.
Watching the thought process.
All right, so we're in the deciding game. Neither player with a Tetris on the board yet, but Zro being smart, respecting 15. Get the bar over for the Tetris.
That's fine. Vince Possum, Geico Buxel. Okay.
Scout getting set up here, just needs to get that bar in column 3 and is waiting for the next one. Double for Zro. Has a tuck set up here. Is not getting the right piece for it just yet. We'll score the Tetris in the meantime, but no pieces are coming to resolve this. Finally, the Z spin will come in to resolve that. And this is a close decider so far. 68 for Scout, 84 for Zro. Another Tetris for Zro.
We're just cycling through.
Last one that you did, now when you took the title,
Tetris for Scout. Zro nearly had a 123, 456 for second.
That's a really good transition on both sides, actually. Kind of snuck up on me. This is 600k possible for both. Oscar with a slight advantage. Both need to get
Tetris for Zro. Scout set up, waiting on a bar. Has plenty of room to burn. We'll get the bar for the Tetris. But Zro pushing down again and has amassed an 11-line lead over Scout. And a score to match, 163 to 110.
600 to recover. His stack Tyler is still very much possible. We have to wait on a long bar. One more
Tetris for Zro, Tetris for Scout.
takes 2. Right into 19. And both players
That
at
line lead
600,000.
has been put on hold, but Zro will get a bar for the Tetris.
Quite good pace. No, he does not.
And Scout having to do some digging here, so
Yeah, still not too far behind. Like because again, Zero's line count it makes this lead a little deceptive, but I still think has the pace lead.
Yeah, indeed. Both players set up.
And then coming up next, we're going to have Possum, runner-up in bronze, play Vince. Vince, I think, is just grabbing a controller, finishing up talking to someone with a higher pay grade than me. He's our president. He's got some. He's busy.
He's important. He does important things. He goes around and kisses the babies, you know. Ooh. Interesting placement for Zero there. I feel like that was less a misdrop and more a setup for a delayed burn. I was almost out of this. Oh, that's no good though. So Scout with an opportunity to pull back some points, 20 lines back, and back by less than 100,000. So it is pace-wise about neck and neck.
So we're gonna have Possum Bakes on the left and Vince.
No longer up there.
Yeah, Oscar can figure out how to stack
here,
out
Possum
any
Bakes.
bird whatsoever, and it will be tough to overcome him, potentially even impossible. However,
Do we know the
every
seats?
stack has its imperfections that can be exacerbated.
I don't know their seeds.
Okay.
This is a major flaw that needs to be addressed on the side of Tetris. He might be able to do it with the Tetris, does not opt for it because the outs presented itself for him. Oscar's been kind of
All right, so into level 16 we go for Zero. 373, 260 for Scout. It's a pretty close game in terms of pace, but Scout has to score to make that a reality.
getting like one or two temperatures with some
It sounds like we are just about ready to get going with that matchup, so we'll switch on over.
I don't know if the players are wanting to warm up a bit or.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll let the ref
made a misdrop at the end. We'll have to address that.
figure things out.
Not be a Tetris. It is still Tyler's lead, but it's Tyler's misdrop.
Scout.
And Tyler continues to overshift. This is dire. He
gets the bar over Tetris 320.
Yeah, Oscar can stay clean.
Okay, we have ready.
We have ready, so let's count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
All right, Zero approaching the transition here. Has to do with the covered up well, but it's not like a bad cover. Yeah, see, it's just so quickly resolved. Just would love a line piece or a J.
Wow.
Oh, this
Zero's board a little out of control. Needs a bar for the left.
might swap to rolling here, but I don't think it's enough to save him.
Nope, that'll be it. 449. So Scout is in a chase down here in the decider. Scout needs 450.
Does not have a clean board. Will probably by the time he cleans this up, we'll have to do some 19.
And Scout is got a hole buried in column 10.
Swap that with you because I think I play very soon and I need to use on him. Yeah, warm up. I'm straight close.
And we're going to have a commentary switch here. We'll welcome in Ninja. You want to take over for Rose since you're got the ref? You can do that whenever you want.
So what's the chase down for?
450.
450
for Scout.
Oh. The decider. That's
See
kind
if
of
he can do
nervous
it.
when you're in the decider and you got to get that score.
And of course, these two played recently on friendlies. So this was kind of a neat rematch to have here.
Oh, the left side for Scout.
Oh man, the left side on
That
level
is
19.
so scary, but the board,
Jay goes over, but this board is starting to kind of.
Oh no,
this is so
jagged.
scary.
Okay, getting some pieces.
Oh, the long bar is perfect.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have to see whether he can do it again.
Long
Looks
bar
like
down the middle
Scout's going
too.
Center wells. Oh, he could go. Oh, he didn't.
He's fine though. He is fine. 386, level 21, and he can be a line-out merchant all day.
Yeah, that's probably the best strategy to do, especially in a chase down when you have the lines to do it.
Is that pro?
Sharky with a hell of a ball run.
Plenty of time for
Okay,
Game
what was the
Scout.
target score?
450.
50. Oh no, the left side starting to. Okay.
Things
Ooh,
get a
there's
little
fire.
jagged here, but it's only one row off the bottom. That's not a panic yet.
Okay.
But every row is precious as a DAS player.
Alex, Anna had a great call, 920,000.
Okay.
Whoa,
Scout.
okay.
Alex also had a great
Up
call.
top, Vince getting high here at 130. They decided on a level 15 start.
Possum.
Oh, Vince. Getting up there. Scout at 411. Still needs about a Tetris and change.
So he was just coasting.
The left side.
Even though
It's a deep
that
go.
pretty sure he said,
Okay, filling it in.
on screen.
Scout is really holding it together nicely here.
Keeping calm and collected.
Takes a double, another single there. 420. 30,000 more points. Hey, guess what? Tetris is worth 30,000 in 24.
Yeah, so Tetris and change will do it. Or maybe just a Tetris.
Just a Tetris.
But is he going to do it?
Vince trying to stay alive up top. We'll open up the right side and
The board is
should be
so
fine.
clean.
Scout at 430 now.
Ooh, good setup for a nice delay burn.
Zro just watching in anticipation, and now
Oh, he's
Scout's
set
choosing to
up.
go setting up.
Okay,
Takes a couple burns. Oh, covers the well.
Oh, that's starting to stack up pretty high.
We're up to.
Oh, hang.
that
Oh,
hang
that-
is not good, but gets the right side open. Boom, Tetris for Scout. And Scout will get the revenge.
So can we find out how many matches, friendlies? Oh no, Jonas Cup. I believe Scout might have won. friendlies.
Friendlies 0-1.
0-1.
Yeah.
And now in Genesis,
So it's 2-1.
2-1.
Amazing.
So I'm pretty sure Zero wants to challenge Game Scout more down the line.
Yeah, so there you go.
GG's.
We'll move to the top match here. Get a camera adjustment real quick. As we have Possum ahead, 241 to 198. As we're about to hit level 16. Both players pressing down about evenly.
Are you able to go to the CC1 comms?
Is this 104?
All right.
Looks like Ninja has to go out.
Yep. Thank you, Ninja, for being here as long as you could. Take care. Transition coming for Possum. It's going to be a left well. Oh, this is not going to transition very cleanly. This will be level 18 speeds coming up. We'll take the triple in at 271. Does get that S over and is getting everything needed over there. Makes a long bar dependency column 7, or column 4 rather. Is going to go ahead and a couple of misdrops there, and that's probably going to do it. So that's going to be a top out at 275. Vince, you're in a chase down. You need 276. And Vince's board isn't in the best state either. .276 is the chase down, level 17. It's just a couple of Tetrises, and Vince looking to get this board clean in time for transition. There's just a lone hole on the board in column 10, and that's going to be opened up right now. Down to Tetris and change. Nice tuck there. But not going to go in cleanly. Takes the double in at 251. And now it's open on the right. And there's the bar. Boom, Tetris for Vince. We'll take game number 1. All right. So Jojo, go ahead and get them prepared for game number 2. We'll go ahead, count them down. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Guardian Psycho, who's the other one? Getting our next game set up as well.
Reed and I have this rivalry since the
All right. Let's go ahead and head to our 4-player scene here. So we'll have another match here in a second. Up top, Possum with a lead. Well, had the lead until Vince banged down that Tetris. 62,000, 61,000, neck and neck. Meanwhile, let's get rid of these hearts for Geico and Buxel. They're going to have to earn those hearts. Where will round 2 silver be? It's going to be right here. We're gonna be here all night. We're going to be finishing this tournament on this channel. So let's go ahead and. Oh, I see a top out. I'm going to guess Vince took that. Vince wins. Vince wins? Okay. 2-0. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and get it started. So we're going to do a 4-way start here. As Guardian Sicko and Buxel will be starting their matchup here in round 1 of silver. We're just waiting on the go-ahead from the ref to get started. All right, looks like we are just about ready to start. We'll go ahead and get them counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, so level 15 will continue to be the order of the day up top. But Geico and Buxel on the bottom going to be starting level 18.
I still run out of fuel to make the top 32 in 2013. 12 years ago. Yeah, good looks up. So let's get them counted down in 5. No.
And no Omen Vora did not miss that hey now on Possum's side. Both games pretty close, but Vince looking for a bar. There's the Tetris. Yeah, just a reminder, there is no same piece sets here. They're both on, they're all on original carts here on silver, which means the RNG will not be the same. The droughts will hit people at different times and be of different lengths. So far on the bottom, Buxel taking a lead. 117 is Geico's board getting up high, but we'll get the bar over to the right for the Tetris. There's the Tetris for Possum. Take a momentary lead. Wow, that fire in the middle for Geico is not safe. But does burn the board down and gets it to safe zone. A lot of LJ dependencies, but the bar will go down the right side for the triple. And Geico will be all right. Well, Buxel will continue to lead this, but not by much anymore. 126 to 115. As Buxel been getting into a little bit of a situation on the right side. Whole bunch of holes over there. T-spin setup for El Presidente here, but not going to get the T. But Vince will get some other pieces to eventually burn that down. That will give Possum the lead here, 121 to 110. Oh, that's not a good misdrop for Possum. It's not going to be fatal, but unless you get some good pieces here, this is going to be a long burn.
Our players are getting the same key sets. We have modified cartridges that allow for that. And then whoever gets the higher score.
On the bottom, Geico's taking over the lead. Guardian Psycho 170, Buxel at 142. Tetris for Vince. Is this board for Possum is getting a little out of control. Needs to survive to stay alive in this tournament. Possum showed some really good play. Oh, and that's going to be it for Buxel. Guardian Psycho will take game number 1. Wow. that was a little scary there for Vince. Barely getting that bar over. But Vince knows. Gets that bar over for the Tetrises. Go ahead, get them counted down for game number 2 on the bottom in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Let T-Storm know down there if he wants to come calm. He can come in. Trying to get our commentary situation sorted here, which I'm going to mess up in a few games here. So, Geico's board getting a little dependent here, but does get the J, and is going to clean this up in short order. So, really no loss of much of anything. Possum's board in a lot of trouble, very high up on the board. And that square misdrop and the T after it. This could spell lots of trouble here. Level 16 is only 7 lines away. Possum trying to hang on. But it now is fighting Father Time as 99 lines. And Possum will not see level 16. And Vince will move on to the quarterfinals. So GG to Vince. Oops. Go to the bottom match here is Guardian Psycho with a 1-0 lead and has a short lead here in this match of about 22,000 points. Neither player on great pace, but it is a close match. Another Tetris for Geico. Game 1 was good. About 50 lines through level 18. It's 151 for Guardian Psycho, 90,000 for Buxel. I got a little bit of Swiss cheese in Guardian's board at the moment. A couple holes to expose and take care of, but Buxel really high up on the board, just barely gets that long bar over. We'll score a double there and get this down. And now has that column 8 open, closes it immediately, and is going to try to take care of business with the stack. But where does that S go? He just uses the T to dull the double dependency, and we'll finally get a J over there. Opens up that column 8 again. There's the bar. Boom, Tetris for Buxel. Trying to cut this lead a bit, but Guardian Psycho does have the right side open. Although he's going to get another hole in the stack. We'll clear it out immediately. Oh, long bar dependency up high for Geico. Plugs it with a J. Has a little room to burn, but those holes... Oh, gets the bar over for the Tetris. It involved a little bit of pushing the select button, but hey, whatever works. Wow. Another Tetris for Geico. And Geico with the lead, 221 to 158. We're more than halfway through level 18. Another Tetris for Geico. This Buxel has a lot of stuff to clean up here. Putting some weight on that hole, but ooh, might be going... Nope, thought might be considering a dirty column 9 there, but gonna abandon plans for that. And we'll get things open here. There is a hole in column 10, but that long bar will still score a split triple. Guardian Psycho with a 100,000 point lead. And we'll score another Tetris. Buxel with a Tetris as well. We're getting pretty close to level 19. Guardian Psycho is ahead in the line count on account of playing higher more often, although Buxel playing really high right now, but I see a path out of this pretty quickly. Just needs one more, well, a couple more pieces now, but it's taking its time. We'll get out of this. Geico with the bar. Where's the bar? No bar. 2 lines to transition. Are we just going to burn in? Let's find out. Nope, we're getting the Tetris. 355 onto the transition for Geico into 19. Buxel has 2 more Tetrises with no burns available, but we'll take a burn. Bit of an early misdrop there for Guardian Psycho. Does get the double, though. And the bar goes over for the Tetris. And Buxel will transition very dirty. And that means that Guardian Psycho will be up 2-0 and will be on game point. And I think we're trying to find our next set of players. All right, we are ready to go. Let's count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I'm going to need a commentator over here in a minute. I don't know if one of those two want to do it.
They wanted us.
There's a million points for Sharky.
Hey, welcome in.
And that's going to do it. Sharky.
I got to rant to you later, Ronkley.
Yeah.
But now is not the time. How are we doing so far? What's going on in here?
Well, Guardians up 2-0, but this has been a fairly entertaining set. But I think I'm next. Let me just double check the judges. What's going on with that?
Cool.
Be right back.
Well, starting off here, you good? Oh, no, not yet. Not yet. You good? You good? Got it? There you go. You guys saw nothing. Actually, you did see nothing, so that's good. Guardian has since burned, since I was trying to say it didn't burn. 50,000 for Buxel. Yeah, I talked over most of Buxel's matches in the bronze bracket. Played very well over there. Who won bronze? Do you know who won bronze? No. I reached him like till the finals. I didn't know. 140 here for Guardian. 58 here for Buxel. Trying to just dig this down. Board kind of a mess here at the moment, but it's doing some good burns here. Who won bronze?
Huh?
Who won bronze?
What about bronze?
Who won?
I don't know, actually.
I know he was in the finals. I didn't know if he won or got second.
We're going to have Silky up next as well, so...
Well, he won the third place match then. I know that then.
Okay.
Yeah, 169 here for Guardian, 73 for Buxel. Still been kind of just digging this entire time since you've been gone. But, I mean, has been showing good survival.
Yeah, but it looks like Guardian Psycho's been having a much better 18.
Tracking scores.
That's the refs.
Yes.
217 for Guardian Psycho. 84,000 for Buxel.
I'm seeing a way out of
130,000
this.
points.
If the pieces comply mildly, should be pretty diggable. Spin here would be great. Doesn't want to go for it. Maybe not too comfortable with that.
Oh, the square would have been perfect too. He didn't even have to spin it. But
I
it's
think
gonna
he
get
was
the
looking at
tuck
the tuck there.
instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you just get deer in the headlights on one particular solve.
You know, something to think about here. Buxel was not allowed to play 18 in bronze at all, and he went all the way to the finals playing 9 or 15 the entire time. So perhaps just not used to these 18. But
Guardian's gonna get a big hang on the right. I don't know if this is survivable.
A bar could get over, but there's not a lot of burns there. But not even
And
going
that's
to get the bar
be
to
it.
find
So
out.
Buxel, you are in a chase down. You need 252.
With that T-hang there.
No.
This is
Still
possible.
Still possible. But I think it's got to be flat burns.
And not much you can do there. Gonna talk
And
about
that's going to be it.
96,000.
So Guardian Psycho will be up and win the match 3-0. So GG's. We're not ready yet. But we'll go ahead and get them ready in a moment. If I can find it.
Oh yeah, Hana's in silver.
Do we know how to spell Silky's name?
Silky. Oh, what was it? Frick.
Is it
I'll
E?
go ask. I'll go ask for sure.
We're going to find out how to spell the name, but let's also switch over to the scene.
Silky LaRue. So SILKYLAROUX.
Oh, Silky. All right, I think we are now ready to go. Yep, we're going to go ahead and count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Am I next? Huh?
Yeah, I can look at
Aaron and Bidwell? Okay.
We're gonna have to go back and check the file.
Okay, I can look at that now.
But for now,
Ferris is over there.
Is this CT3?
yes.
Bidwell is on top. So yeah, go let him know.
Yeah. Everyone we need is like basically.
All right.
Which one? Wait, which one do you need? What? Which scores do you need?
Everything that's happened so far in CT3.
Oh, wow.
Because that's still the score that puts in there.
That's a lot.
I know.
Maybe do it later.
Well, for now, we just do like 1, 1, 1, and then some scores on afterwards.
Yeah.
Just to get the bracket updated.
Okay.
All right, so 39,000 for Hana, 7,000 for Silky. As our next player is busy commentating on CT1. So
Who's that?
it's our stand-up man.
Oh, Chris Bidwell. He made silver?
He made silver.
Very nice. Yeah, I got that 5'11 in quals, yeah.
Yeah, that 5'11 was pretty good. Turns out his PB, by the way, is 650.
Yeah. He just hasn't updated the bot. He's not up to date with the hip Tetris lingo.
He doesn't know technology as well as the kids these days.
Right. Who does know some technology maybe is Hana here at 80,000 points. And Silky LaRue, just looking to get their first Tetris here, will do so with the dirty left well.
All right.
Another person I watched play a lot in the bronze bracket, also played very well, very consistent. So certainly you can look out for them to put up some solid scores.
Yep.
I believe has a PB around the 400, 500 range. Hana, maybe a little higher.
Yeah, Hana's going to be rolling today, but he's playing Daz at the moment.
Yeah.
But that ability to grip switch is there if necessary.
Do we have the bracket somewhere?
Yeah, I guess our Our whole referee shuffling has caused us to drop some stats, so the bracket is not up to date right now.
Okay.
But
Wait,
I can tell you that JoJo, Scout, Vince, Geico have all advanced so far.
Okay. Wait, it's so weird. Wait. Oh, was there not 16 players? Okay. Wait, no, there was. Wait.
Which one?
Buxel's 12 seed? I thought the bronze winners got 14, 15, 16.
For that exact reason. So they call it coaching.
It's weird.
Might have put some. Oh, because Duke and Danny played without qualifying.
Oh, okay. Cool. Got it. Got it. 216 here for Hana. And 109 for Silky. So it started getting some scoring, but we're getting a little bit high here. Nice burns, though, to kind of bring it down a bit.
Very nice burns. Opens up that center. Where's the bar? Kind of made a dependency on the left side. It's going to hang a piece, and that's going to be it.
Survivable with rolling and rolling only.
Hana will be up 1-0. So I think I'm the next one after one of these are done.
Who are you playing round one?
Game Freak.
Oh, fun.
And then Duke will be up after that.
Yeah.
Goes right to our left.
Oh, Barrett and Bidwell's fun. That's
Barrett
a fun
Bidwell,
one.
yes.
That's a fun one.
Just getting ready for the match here. They're getting level selection. We're good. We'll go ahead and count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And back to 15. So.
I'm guessing level selects here are 15 or 18.
Yep, 15 or 18 in silver.
So Silky here with the insurmountable lead of 30 points.
Oh dear, what is Hana going to do?
Maybe get a Tetris.
Wow, there's a Tetris.
Is this not same piece sets?
Yeah, we are not playing. We're not playing same piece sets in this tournament.
Could be a factor. You never know.
We are just on original cards. So
I kind of got to sneak my way onto main stage. I was supposed to play on CT2, but my controller did not work on any of the 4 consoles, and so they had to switch me with Red Shirt and T-Store, I think.
That's wild.
Or it was Meme and so on. No, I took Meme off main stage, I think.
It's kind of funny because I was having a controller issue earlier too, but that turned out to be the controller.
Yeah. Oh, some of the controllers are weird, I think. I don't know. But yeah, here 58,000 here for Hana. Silky keeping up a lot better this round. 43,000, only back about a Tetris.
Yeah, and Silky's got the better board too. So.
As well, yeah.
Oh, that is a very interesting L there for Hana.
And kind of something similar I said earlier about Buxel, who was playing 15 all day and wasn't used to 18. Hana always plays 18. Definitely not used to these 15 speeds, so maybe not used to the timing, and it's kind of messing them up a bit. I mean, this is going to give Silky a chance to really pad this lead that they have. It's at 82-63 for Hana.
All right.
Silky
gets
gonna
that
take
bar.
the triple there, yeah.
Yeah, that
But now he's set up and
happen.
clean.
I'm going to hop out. I got a match to do in silver. So,
Oh, Bidwell's coming over.
Oh,
thanks for jumping in.
sounds good.
Somebody got married.
I guess we'll get that scene ready.
Ready to go? Okay. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And that actually doesn't count yet. That's counting at you.
115 now for Silky. 93,000 for Hana. Struggled a little bit this game.
Your eyesight's better than mine.
Yeah.
No, I was just waiting. Now the question is Bidwell going to stand, and will I have to adjust the camera?
You're right.
Maybe. Oh, no, he's sitting down.
Oh, spoilers. Oh, gotta get rid of the spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
132 here for Hana, 138 for Silky. So Hana has caught back up and now has the cleaner board. Silky not going for that tuck, would rather just kind of dig it out, play a little safer, because that miss of a tuck would not be good.
Yeah, and on top of that, even if you get the tuck, now you have a long bar
Bar
dependency.
dependency,
Yeah.
as well. not a great situation at all. So you just kind of have to choose your battles there.
Yep.
But Hana has now taken that lead back, though. Has an interesting board and solves it with the perfect piece.
Oh, misdrop for Silky. But does get the bar in. And we'll take the triple here.
Now, will they play off of row 1 or burn it down? Looks like burn it down.
And Fractal said, what?
Throws the bar. Okay, takes a triple, actually. Yeah, you kind of notice with these players from Raw is they kind of just, they're playing a lot safer. They're okay with taking these burns because their focus is more on survival than scoring super high. But survival often wins these kind of matches, so you never know.
There's the first burn. 7 Tetrises in a row for Zephyr. We gotta give him a round of applause.
Getting a little high here for Hana, and a lot of holes in the stack as well. Needs a bar right to help clean this up, but it's just going to plug the well.
And now could burn this down or could play very high. Gonna opt for the burning. I admittedly would probably go for a very dirty Tetris.
Silky takes the lead, 201, 200, but
They're
a
trading
quick
this lead
double
like
will-
baseball
yeah,
cards right now.
Pretty much.
Okay, nice L piece there. Hana would love a bar followed by an L. Gets the L instead, so just... Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't even see that. That was better.
Oh, and look at this, too. Not getting the follow-up piece, so just puts the J in there.
Gets a Tetris, though, and takes the lead with it. 227, 215. And we're nearing level 16 here, where speed goes up to level 18 speeds.
Yep, that's when we're going to see some serious stuff. It's just a Tetris away for Silky.
Someone asked Chad, did we miss Zro and Scout? I believe so, yeah.
Yep, Throw and Scout has happened. Without spoiling much, it went to a decider.
And what else is about to go somewhere is this game. Level 16 here.
Ready.
I think they're ready.
Let's go ahead and get them counted down for Bidwell and Barrett. Will go in 3, 2, 1.
Tetris. I'm glad I got saved from doing a really bad segue with that countdown. I didn't know where I was going with that. The longer the weekends go on, the more like delusional I get, and like I just start saying random stuff.
Sounds like Fractal.
You're not wrong. I had the honor of having Fractal commentate my games. It was fun.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
All 3 of them.
Oh, boy. Silky, level 17, in a bit of trouble. But it's getting good pieces to bring this down.
Our eyes also might be in trouble because it's very dark.
Level 17 things.
Now I'm curious with Bidwell if he's going to play different than he did in his qual. Because his qual, I don't know if he was just going for high scores or... But he was kind of early topping a lot, so I'm not too sure.
At first he was, but then he started getting some longer games going.
Yeah, probably need to like warm up. He probably doesn't know life this game like a lot of us. So that makes sense.
But he's playing fairly well here. Gets the Tetris to take the lead, 77,000 to
That was a nice
72,000.
little dig for him there. Barrett takes that lead back, though. They're probably going to trade it for a little bit.
We're about to hit level 19 up top. It's 277 for Silky.
And that's a kind of a rough board, but very diggable. There's a lot of options here.
Hana goes in at 389.
Oh, but Silky
the
hangs
T's
that
going to
T.
hang.
Yeah, tops out. 280, and Hana at 413 is good for game number 2.
Hana up 2-0. One game away from going on to the next round. Hana, of course, top 2 yesterday in the DAS section. I don't think that was too much of a surprise.
I don't think so, no. The bracket is just fun. There were so many people who like had a chance of going far that basically any combination of them would have been really fun.
Yeah.
I think Fractal and Hana was one of the more fun options that we could have had.
I would have liked to see Rose Knight earlier in the tournament. When
That's
they were
also
both
true,
at
yeah.
100%. Yeah. That was a good one. We are
we got
ready.
Reddy's here.
We're going to count them down in 3,
2, 1.
Tetris.
Going back to 15 once again. So is Hana first seed? No,
No,
JoJo's first seed.
JoJo's first seed.
Hana is 3rd seed, okay. Is there like a list of scores?
Somewhere in there. Oh, and Bidwell's going to top out at 118,
no.
and Barrett
It's good for game number 1.
will take game 1.
Oh, JoJo got an 869.
Got 2 more lines. Oh no, the left side, the right side. Okay, good. Transition. This is
Hana got 803. Okay, yeah.
All right. So while they get started up top, we'll get ready on the bottom.
21,000 now, 40 for Silky, 39,000 for Hana. About to set up for a Tetris with that square. Just need the bar now.
Yeah, both players ready for Tetris, looking for a bar. Tetris for Hana. There's a Tetris for Silky. I think we're good to go on our bottom match in
3, 2, 1, Tetris.
2, 1.
Tetris.
I'm calling you about your car's extended warranty.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, we didn't get the countdown Game Scout and Throw. They counted themselves down.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. You got that youthful energy just raring to go.
Bidwell here, starting with a lot of burns. Not the most ideal situation, but
Yeah, this is a high
pretty diggable.
board.
Not too high. That's a nice T piece and a nice L to follow.
Oh,
actually,
that's beautiful.
Come on, go for something dirty, Bidwell. Go for something dirty. Nah, of course not.
Bidwell is fine here. Oh, well, hold on. That is a bar dependency. Flex it with a J. Should be all right here.
I mean, Barrett
Up
has
top,
a really.
Silky in trouble.
Oh,
Needs a
yeah.
bar left.
hangs
and
the
gonna
J.
hang the J. That's going to be it up top. Hana is good. And we'll take the set 3-0. And Tyler, I believe this is where you learned how to use OBS.
I used it earlier.
So
I've done it once or twice. So it's just a bottom match for
I
now?
am pretty sure I'm next, right?
Tetris time. Sword fighting.
What page was it on? Wait, so Arctic is
Okay, so Arctic is here. Guess what? I'm still here. Man, they put me last.
But looking here, Barrett looks like he's perfect for 3, but actually he's just burned a lot. Currently at 71,000 now. 38 here for Bidwell. The important thing is he's surviving.
Dude, you and Arctic are up. The guy behind the players over there.
That's crouching down?
Yeah. So, I believe it's the ref. You're going to steal the ref.
Do you know if by chance you guys are supposed to be updating the silver bracket?
The refs are doing that, right?
I don't think the ref has access to editing it.
What happened on the bottom there? That was a quick game. I don't know what happened there.
You can studio mode it and look.
Who won? Who won?
Barrett got 102, Bidwell got 38,000.
Okay. So Barrett will
Barrett got it out.
take the win.
Can I enter? Yeah, I don't have editing, so I can't edit anything.
We'll do it between rounds. We'll check the box.
One of the wonderful things is that they have now
So I think I'm not quite sure what we're going to do there. Let me go ahead and just go ahead and.
You need Duke and Arctic right now?
Well, the problem is that Arctic is a ref.
Oh, okay.
We're starting game number 2 here.
Maybe one of you two.
Or is this game 3? Might be game 3. Hello, Monthly Tetris, first time chat, aka Vandy. Welcome on in. We're doing a lot of
Vandy's
scuff stuff
here?
here at the moment. Yeah,
Oh no.
we got a lot of
I mean,
scuff
hi
going
Vandy.
on.
What's going on?
Oh, Barrett kind of with the mess here to start.
Yeah, this is not a good start for Barrett.
Is Barrett up 2-0 or?
Barrett's up 2. Yeah, Barrett is up 2-0. So let's give Barrett a second hard. But this board is troubled.
He has
Lombard
a
goes
tapper,
over.
I believe, though, by trade, so should be able to bring that down no problem, and he does just that.
Yep.
But Bidwell going to take an early lead here with a Tetris and 10 burns.
Bidwell, of course, a alumnus of the Kingsman Kaka crew.
Barrett has a literal nuclear BMP or BMB.
Yeah, that's that box
oh, it's
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
He censored it. I see. That's a censor.
Yeah, that box is. Don't. If he opens a box and presses a button,
We don't want to know.
I'd say run for the hills, but probably wouldn't help.
Bidwell actually getting up a little high here.
Yeah, Bidwell's not getting anything to the left. Finally gets a J over. Just gonna bring this down.
Oh, I
slowly,
don't love that
like
J placement. Kind of creates a J dependency on the left, but gonna fill it with the bar.
Looks like this is getting. Oh, hold on, long bar dependency.
Okay, gets the bar. That's good. Would love a T piece here. L will certainly work for that right side.
Barrett has taken the lead. I think we're getting set up for Duke and Arctic as well. So let me do that real quick.
114 here for Barrett. 54 for Bidwell. He tops out, so Barrett will move on to the next round.
GG. Duke Hogwild, right?
Do what?
Duke Hogwild?
Oh, yeah, Duke Hogwild.
Well, let's go ahead and give them the spotlight here.
So now you're like
and I'm gonna let you have some fun.
It's just me now, folks.
I hate this. Why is it like this?
I don't know.
These chords should all be behind the laptop.
Should be. All right, folks, it's just me now. I'm gonna do jank setup instead of doing it professionally. It's easier. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hi, guys. That's me. There we go. All right. So, whenever all 4 players are ready, we'll get a little simul start going here. Pretty easy. You got readies there? All right. Well, we're going to start round number 2 here. Or no, still round 1. But 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I'm losing my mind, folks. I'm losing my mind, but that's okay. Starting on the top here, bottom row needs to warm up for a few minutes. Ron, of course, has been commentating here this whole time, so hasn't really had any time to warm up. Has been playing exceptionally this weekend. Has gotten 4 of his 5 highest rolling scores this weekend. 2 of them topping out on max pace in deep transition, which is great. And then Game Freak, not too sure. I haven't seen him play all that much. I think I qualled next to him yesterday. And was playing pretty well. Hey, what's up? On the top here, 47,000 here for Arctic, 25,000 for Duke. On the bottom here, both warming up on 19. Capture on Game Freaks is really fun looking. But nonetheless, we're going to see if Duke can place higher than his son. We'll have to see. I think ZeroBot did go out round 1. So we'll see if Duke can go to round 2. Arctic, of course, showed off very consistent 18 play in his qualifiers. Consistently making it to level 19. Just had a little bit of trouble on it, but we'll see if he can fix that up in the match here. Arctic at 101.97 here for Duke. Yeah, Silver is no same piece sets. Did not have enough competition cards to give to Silver, but it's going to be fine. SPS doesn't matter in some perspectives. In others, it matters a lot, but we ignore those to fit our wants and desires, you know. 145 here for Duke. Kind of blocks in that hole. Not too much he could do with that piece, but it's going to bring it down pretty easy. Will only be set up for a triple. It's going to try and uncover that hole. Has 4 rows of garbage over it. Arctic is clean and is taking advantage. 195 for him, 151 for Duke. So not too big of a lead, but depending on how long it takes Duke to get out of this, could take a bit longer. Miss Quinn Tetris rooting on Duke and Scout. 241 for Arctic, 161 for Duke. Both players are clean now, though. That's important. I mean, survival is the most important part. You can't really score high if you don't live. So it's a good thing Duke got out of that dig. Gets a Tetris there, 183. And like I said earlier, Arctic did take advantage of that dig. Ahead about 3 Tetrises now. And is a little bit ahead in the line count, though, so do have to note that. Could make a little bit of a difference, certainly not too much. Now it's a bit more caught up. We have a more accurate picture of what the lead actually is, but players finishing up their warm-ups in the bottom here. Should get them going momentarily. Thought it was Duke versus Arctic. It is. That's the top row is playing a match and the bottom row is playing a match. Maybe I misspoke or something. I don't know. But it's top versus top versus top and bottom versus bottom. $320 now for Arctic, about a 90,000 point lead over Duke, who's at 235. Trying not to create the dependency, and it works out, sort of, but the stack is actually climbing quite a bit. And that hole is only gaining weight. Much like me on Thanksgiving. This is still survivable, but it's tough, and that square is probably going to seal off anything it can do. Duke going to top out 238, and Arctic is good for game number 1. All right, looks like the bottom players are ready. So we can probably get a simul countdown going whenever all the 4 players are ready. Good. All right, we're going to count down all 4 games here in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All 4 players start with 4 different pieces. You love the beauty of no same piece sets. Arctic, the only one pushing down here, but only pushed down 11 points. Forced to do an S-flat pretty early on. Didn't have a great spot for that. Duke, meanwhile, hasn't burned yet, so might be able to just take an early lead here. We'll have to see. I'm kind of surprised Duke's PB is only 500 or so. Like, he stacks pretty good. And his dash control seems pretty good as well, so I certainly expect that to increase in the future. Ronkley with kind of an awkward start here. A big hole there on the bottom right. Only has 2 more rows of garbage to get out of. And we'll open the right side into Tetris readiness. Just need the bar for that Tetris. But, oh man, blocks the well as soon as that bar shows. 53,000 for Arctic, 33 for Duke, 71 for Game Freak, and 53 for Ronkley. As I mentioned earlier, Ronkley has gotten 4 of his 5 highest scores ever, including his overall personal best with rolling at this event in just the last 2 days. And there's still more event to go, so certainly a possibility we'll see even more. I like that placement for the T-Tuck. Game Freak stacking very nice as well. Gets a Tetris across 100,000 points. And Game Freak is actually leading the pack here. Arctic gets a Tetris for 85,000. Duke gets one to go to 63. 139 rather for Game Freak, and Ronkley at 80,000. But all 4 stacks are clean now. Tetris for Duke there to almost tie it up. 110 to 109 on the bottom, 131 to 185. So all 4 players have crossed the 100,000 barrier, which is kind of like a mental relief. Like, you never want to top out with less than 6 digits, right? I mean, that would be, like, sad. So once you get past 100K, you kind of start to feel a little more better and play a bit better as well, at least in my case. Duke with a small burn needed here. But opens up that well, set up for a Tetris should that bar show, and it does. To get the Tetris 161, taking the lead over Arctic, who's only at 139. On the bottom here, Ronkley 180 to 41 for Game Freak. Now I'm going to take a look at the qual scores here, see what they got.
Roncliffe qualifying with a 741. Game Freak qualified with 589. So let's see what happens here. I feel like that might be a bit of an underqual for Game Freak. He's playing very well here. Certainly stacking like more than that. We'll have to see here. Not too much to do with those pieces, but dealt with them about as well as he could have. But this has given our Roncliffe the chance to take the lead at 273, but also has a bit of an awkward board of his own to deal with, though certainly not anything major. Game Freak takes the lead back, 285 to 278. And on the top, Duke topping out at 233. So Arctic needs 234. Not free, but very possible. One more Tetris should be just about enough. 234 is the chase down. And goes up to 242. Arctic is good for game number 2. GG. On the bottom here, 297 for Roncliffe. Game Freak taking a bit of a lead now at 357. Roncliffe kind of setting up a nice L dependency there. Ready? All right, on the top, we're going to count it down here. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players on the top starting off with a tuck. Forced into it. Not much you can do there. Roncliffe in a bit of a dig. Very survivable one. It's just going to cost him a couple lines. Would love a bar. And gets it. But you know, level 19, in a way, is where Roncliffe has the advantage, has that rolling by his side, where with Das, you're pretty confined to where you can place your pieces. The thing is, though, why I said kinda, is rolling is very volatile, especially when you haven't completely mastered it yet. And so sometimes it's a bit of a hindrance. You kind of are forced into misdrops if your rolls don't go your way or if you double flip or something. So, you know, in theory, Roncliffe does have the advantage, but we'll have to see how the 19 actually treats him. We'll definitely need it to win here because Game Freak is in the lead. And Duke topping out on top with 49,000. Arctic will move on. GG. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, bottom match. Roncliffe transition 470, 509 for Game Freak. The player's kind of digging here to start. Roncliffe might be sending something dirty. Here he is, and he gets the bars rewarded. 508. Game Freak is getting high at 516. Not much more you can do here, and Roncliffe has a small chase down. Needs 517. Scout and Judge. Okay. And Roncliffe is good for game number 1. And now we'll go back to the 4-player match and do a little bit of scuffed fixing. It is JoJo. Okay. Already started on game number 2 on the bottom there. Players on top going to warm up here for a little bit, more than likely. Kind of a rough misdrop there to start for Game Freak. Going to have to do a little bit of early burning, and Roncliffe will more than likely take advantage here. You can see with the rolling, just throwing those bars to the left, kind of keeping it like a its own little hold piece, like a modern. But has some holes there. Going to have to burn it down. And Ronckley just going to take that triple, sets up the bar defensing with that next box having the bar, and just going to reset the board, bring it back to the right, keep it clean. So neither player has scored a Tetris quite yet, but Ronckley will be first. Goes up to 41,000. Game Freak set up now should that bar show, and it does for the Tetris. Goes up to 36,000. Should probably give that a sec. 38,000 here for Game Freak, 65 for Ronckley. Hey, Reed. Hey, Reed. Can you fix the camera on JoJo? Can you turn it a little bit? Right there. Yeah, just face it towards him. Oh, yeah, the other one, yeah. On the bottom here, 78,000 for Ronckley and a bit of a dig. 51,000 for Game Freak. Getting up kind of high, hangs the tee. That's good. Yeah, thank you. And Ronckley is good for game number 2. I'm not too stressed out about it being perfect. They're good. All right, we're going to count down the bottom here. Game number 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. The players starting off clean. Game Freak taking that safety burn, just keeping the board comfortable. Doesn't want to play uncomfortably very early on. Players on top getting their final warm-ups in. Of course, on top, you know him, you love him. It's the Game Scout, the Tetris journalist, big YouTuber, famous man. And on the other side, JoJo. I actually don't know too much about him, but qualified first seed, so certainly a force to be reckoned with, and I'm excited to see what he does. We'll have to see. On the bottom here, Ronckley, 74,000, 39 for Game Freak. Ronckley with a small dig, certainly not dangerous or anything. And opens up the well, set up for a Tetris. And gets it, getting across 100,000 points. Oh, no, I lied, 99940. Mental math is hard. But this single will bring him over 100,000 points and a Tetris to boot. 123 for Ronckley, 87,000 for Game Freak. Tetris for Ronckley, 153, 115 there for Game Freak.
Round 2 starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris! There we go.
Bit of a dig here needed for Ronckley. Game Freak very clean here. Has that nice double well, which just gives you a lot of burn options, lets you keep your board very safe. Very good, especially for that DAS playstyle where, you know, burning is very important, more so than other playstyles. All right, Ronckley has kind of an awkward left, didn't have too much opportunities for filling it out better, so gonna have to do some more burning, but deals with that quite nicely. Gonna set up this left well, and is he gonna commit to the left well Tetris? I think he might. Yes, he is. Question is, will he be rewarded? Adds a lot of weight to that right side, which is going to keep this left wall going for a while. Gets a Tetris there at 199. Game Freak at 237 has taken a bit of a lead, about 2 Tetrises. Take another look at the bracket here. Just check something. Yeah, okay. Cool. .245 here now for Game Freak. Ronkley has caught up, maintaining this left well. Players get a simul Tetris, so the scores get bigger, but the lead stays the same. We'll see if Game Freak can deal with this cleanly. Got a nice bar for the dependency, and a J for the tuck. Gonna burn with this L to set up Tetris readiness. See the bar to show for that Tetris. And gets it, but does have to create a small hole. Should be fine, but... about to point out how Scout hung a bar, but this is warm-up, so it doesn't particularly matter to the commentary necessarily. Ronkley now playing off of row 2 is set up, should that bar show, but might opt to burn pretty soon. Oh, but Ronkley, a couple of missed drops. It's going to stop out at 304. Game Freak is good for game number 3 and will prevent the sweep. I'll use that heart. It looks better. That looks better. Good to go. Counting down the bottom here, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Game number 4, as Ronkley would say, is knocking at your door. Got Arctic in the booth. What's up, Arctic?
What up?
How's it going?
I'm tired, man.
Me too, bro. I'm exhausted. I am so exhausted. I'm gonna have no voice tomorrow. I'm glad there's no Tetris on Sunday.
All right. I need a rest day.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go scream at that Smash Brothers thing or whatever is happening.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard it's really fun. So I missed it last year. So
you're going this year though?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I have major fun on it. So
yeah.
The after party's fun. It's a good time.
Oh, there's an after party tonight, huh?
Tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow.
It's just Tetris tonight, and then it's the whole convention.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. They've been warming up on the top for a bit, so they're probably about to start. And on the bottom here, got a nice match going. Game number 4. Game Freak just prevented a sweep.
Yep.
It's gonna look to try and get that reverse sweep. We'll see what happens. Kind of a messy board to start though.
Yeah, it's kind of hard after preventing a sweep to just kind of stay in that mentality.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's stressful.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like when you're back 2-0.
You played a great game, and now you're like, oh man, I have to do it how many more times?
Yeah. Right. He's been playing really consistent though. Like I haven't seen like a lot of like super early tops.
Yeah, I was watching Game Freak during quals. I was reffing that qual session. And
right.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of consistent, 500, high 400 transitions, and then just having trouble with 19 today.
Yeah.
But yeah, very consistent player.
I think on another day, probably could have qualified a bit higher. The 19 may not be there.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. Maybe he'll get there and then prove us wrong right now.
All right, Ronkley 169. Hey now.
Hey now. I don't usually say hey now, but this is a special occasion.
Oh, are we not allowed to?
No, I just never do it.
Oh, okay.
I made it a mission. Like I'll never do it on like my personal restreams. But I'm on Classic Tetris 3.
Is that like Vandy's no boom guarantee?
Maybe, yeah, something like that, right? Yeah, Ronkley also been playing very consistent, very well.
Yeah, Ronkley's having the best rolling weekend of his life. It sounds
yeah,
like.
4 of his 5 highest scores ever with rolling this last 2 days,
Even
including
session, a lot of really high scores.
Yeah,
like really good paces.
He got
paces through,
2 games this weekend that were max pace at a top out, like midway or more in transition.
Oh, they were like 1.1 pace through like 24.
Yeah, he hit the 824 and he had an 826.
Yeah, Ronkley, some trouble up Game Freak.
Oh yeah, Game Freak. Okay, this is diggable. Needs something for the right side. I was holding out for the J, but the J or the L's not showing.
It, and Roncley takes game number 4. And
Moving on. Yeah, moving on to set 2 or round 2, whatever they call it, right?
2 of a thing.
And they're still warming up on the top. Meanwhile.
Bring it, Roncley. It's on.
So that's the last one there. So it'd be round 2, which would be JoJo Scout, then Vince and you. Yeah. So still warming up on the top there. Looks like they're about done. It seems like JoJo's done warming up. I tried to edit. I didn't have like editing curves or anything. I didn't on my phone. I didn't even look on here. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Like I don't know. We can fix this later.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's putting him in right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think.
Then we won't touch it.
Yeah. Is that Rose doing it?
Might be. I don't know. I tried to do it myself. I was like, maybe I'll just do it, but I didn't have access. So yeah. Let's go, Roncley.
And by the way,
Yeah.
Tyler.
We switched mics.
Tyler, it's game number 4 is coming to your door.
Dude, it's been a long weekend. Give me a break. Give me a break, bro. It's been a long ass weekend. Oh no, it's CT3. I can say a swear word here and there. It's been a long weekend. I tried my best.
Oh, I'm feeling it too.
Dude, I'm gonna have no voice tomorrow. I've loved it, even though I got swept both matches I played. Wait, no, I got 3-1 on Sharky. Never mind. Only cost me $10. All right, so I can go ahead and remove all these hearts now.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, they've been warming up for like 15 minutes or something. So on the bottom, we're gonna have Vince and Geico. Vince. Vince, of course, the winner of the silver bracket yesterday.
Indeed. He made it pretty far in the silver bracket last year for the Open.
Who is it? I already forgot.
We'll be able to
Guardian Psycho.
continue to impress, or if Guardian Psycho is going to be able to take him out.
I'm fairly certain this name is not completely centered, but it'll be okay.
Why would that name be censored?
It should be. I feel like all names should be centered. That's like the best thing in life. Is things that are centered. Wait, hear me out. Hear me out. Hang on.